I remember stories of the world before the reckoning. A world before the monsters. Nobody knows where the root came from, or why they're after us. But they're there, in the dark. Some of the last humans with the way they live are monsters too. The rest of us hold our own, but the root keep coming. Life here will never be like the stories once told, but this place is home, and we never stop the fight.
Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Raspberry.
And I'm Ripple, and today we're reviewing Remnant from the Ashes on PC.
So let's not waste any time and roll the intro. Right, let's go straight into it. Remnant from the Ashes. It's a third-person survival. It was released on the 20th of August 2019. It was developed by Gunfire Games, and they made
Darksiders 3
and 2.
Did they make 2 as well?
They made 2 as well.
I didn't
yeah.
like 2 as much as 3.
And
unpopular opinion right there.
was it?
Very unpopular opinion.
And published by Perfect World Entertainment. At current time of filming, you can get it on PS4, Xbox One and Windows. Currently on Steam it's £30.99, and on Xbox it's £33.49. PS4 is £32.99, so there's a bit of difference. Yeah, so there is some sort of difference within the prices that on each console, so check
And
that out.
let me tell you, this game is I think I actually got it on Steam when it first released. I got it I think it was 15 or 20% off.
Oh, so it wasn't a sale, you got it for.
Yeah, Steam always do that when a game first releases. So I think it was worth every penny.
Yeah, obviously I've played for a little bit of it, and from what I've played, it's quite enjoyable.
Bear in mind, even though Raspberry, when reading particular, said it's a third-person survival, it's a survival shooter, and it's very much in the style of Souls, like Dark Souls type gameplay, but with guns, which is the kind of twist on it. Like, it's very that kind of game. I don't know how to explain it other than it's quite difficult. You'll be learning the patterns of the enemies a lot. Yeah. Anyway, as you can see, you've got your 3 archetypes you can pick from at the beginning. You've got the hunter, the ex-cultist, I believe, and I can't remember what the last one was called. I'm sure it will come up in a minute because we're professionals here. We do remember things off the top of our head. And it's a scrapper. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, each one's got their own weapons. I went with the ex-cultist because it was like medium range. Obviously, it goes from one extreme to the other. Raspberry's laughing his head off here because I don't remember nothing.
No, it's not that. I'm laughing at it. It's something completely
Oh,
different.
is it the cough?
Yeah, it's the coughing in the background. It's
Okay.
It's great.
Don't worry about it. Anyway, as you can see, the gameplay, yeah, it's very Soulsy. It's very much about timing when you dodge. You've even got like the equivalent of fireplaces. Basically, they're these red crystal things that you go to here, and you can upgrade your stats on your weapons and your characters. One thing I've got to say about this game that really stood out to me was the enemy design, and the actual levels design is fantastic.
Yeah, there was different enemies that are encountered on it, and it was really different. Like I said, I've played it a little bit, and I'm going to delve back into it again and give it some time, because obviously I really did enjoy it. It was one of the games that I looked at, and Ripple looked at me and went, "You won't like this," and I thought, "Oh, well, I'll give it a go." And then, do you know what? I quite enjoyed it. It was really good. I think you're having some difficulty with some bosses and stuff like that.
Well, the thing is, again, with this game, there's, I believe, 20, don't quote me on this, but I think it's 23, it's either 23 or 27 bosses, and each time you do the campaign, because it's designed to be replayed over, it's actually random. which bosses you get during the campaign.
Right, okay,
And you can actually choose when you go to a crystal to re-roll the campaign to get different bosses. And each boss, you've got multiple different ways of killing it. Drops a unique weapon that you can craft.
So basically you're scavenging and then you're making...
Yeah, so
weapons with it,
there's lots of reasons to play through the game.
And obviously,
again,
co-op and online co-op, people just jump in and jump out.
It's designed for... yeah, I did a lot of it co-op. I mean, on your own,
It'd
the
be
game's difficult, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a few bosses I managed to do on my own, but it really gives you that sense of accomplishment when you do
So
them.
you're saying if you've got a couple of friends who've got the same game,
yeah,
it'd be so more enjoyable because you can work as a team rather than someone running off like headless chicken.
I don't know whether I enjoyed it more co-op or on my own though, because I really felt like I'd accomplished something when I did a really difficult boss on my own. Whereas when I was with a team of 3 and I did a boss, I kind of just thought, oh, a bit underwhelmed that I did it. I was glad that I did the boss to progress through the game, but I didn't get that sense of accomplishment that I did on my own. Like one boss, it took me 2 or 3 days to do. Really difficult, yeah. But when I did it...
Was there any rage?
Oh, there was rage. There was rage, but it was more rage like, I want to do you, you know, I want to kill you.
So,
chump.
Is there any way of going back? Say like you got to a boss and you couldn't defeat that boss. Could you go back and still level up and scavenge?
Yeah, you can go back. Yeah,
you can go back to level up and scavenge to go into that boss a bit more stronger.
You can, yeah, but although there is the enemies level with you to a degree as well.
Right,
so,
okay. So the enemies are still obviously parallel.
Yeah, they do level with you to a degree. There is. I'm not really 100% how the leveling system works. I believe that. They're always one level above you. I think.
When playing this, I've got to agree. You know, there is definitely a lot to do with the dodge on this.
Yeah, that's.
I've got caught out so many times where I haven't dodged. You thought, oh, do you know what? I'll just ride this, and all of a sudden you're back. That's what you do.
Yeah, you've got to dodge. Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't dodge it very well, then you do die pretty quick. But that is part of the game. It's the actual.
That's like very Soulsborne kind of game element. That,
it's like the art of actual knowing when to dodge.
Yeah, and learning each enemy's techniques.
Yeah, their patterns and stuff like that. So yeah, obviously I think this was one of the bosses coming up here.
Yeah, it is. As for the plot of the game, there is a plot, but I wouldn't say there's much to it. I'm sure that there's a lot of deep lore to the game, but there isn't much just presented to you unless you go looking, I believe.
Yeah, I did read online that people were saying there wasn't much of a story. If you go after the game for a storyline, then there isn't much there to do it. But
I think they could build on it a lot. I mean, but as a game, and the shooting feels great as well. I've not played a shooter where the gunplay feels magnificent.
Yeah, especially going in from into zoom and out to zoom was pretty good. Like the aim.
Yeah, all
really
of it. Just the guns feel really heavy when you're shooting them. They feel really meaty.
Yeah,
it feels nice, you know.
Even the pistol's quite powerful as well.
Yeah. Oh, I should mention as well that you can equip special techniques to your weapons as well, like healing techniques or like. I don't even know, like, there's all different ones, and you can unlock more as you go, like, fire bullets, stuff like that. You can slot them in. Some weapons come with ones built in. Like, I unlocked a special boss weapon that had one built in where if I go down, it automatically revives me with half health. And as you're shooting and killing enemies, it builds up that bar. So
okay, so then you can unlock that special weapon.
Yeah, as you can see, it's to the right of the weapon. You can see them there. It's like the little circle. When that fills up, you can use them. Yeah.
And obviously, the special you had obviously healed your people to co-op that was with you as
well. Yeah, that comes with the class that I was. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, the zooming in obviously on the weapons and that was pretty good, and pretty like streamless with obviously the visuals as well. It didn't take a lot to get into that zoom sort of thing. Like quick snap into the zoom.
Yeah, the shooting's really good on it. And there's also, it's worth mentioning, apart from the campaign mode, there is an adventure mode. So you can just go, if you're after a specific boss or item on a specific level, you can just choose that and do an adventure mode in that level.
Right. But obviously it's all random, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay.
But this is what let the game down for me. Big time. Last boss.
With a dreamer.
Oh my god. Was the last boss. It's not difficult, but my god is it testing patience. like a proper test in patience.
Futility of their actions.
Have you read up on the last boss a bit and see if anyone else has had the same problem? Or
Serenity.
A little bit, because at first I was like, oh my god, surely this is not me.
This is
Yeah.
necessary
And yet,
and good.
it's not just me. But
Children do
I'm
not
telling you
understand.
now, I'm warning you,
The
the
children
last
believe
boss
their
is
lives
annoying
were
and it kind of soured the experience for me. I'm taking a point off for that punch.
he's taking the point
the
off.
core of the worlds live in pain.
Well,
I'm telling you.
to be honest with you, out the whole game though, for one thing like that,
Actually, I can't take a point off for the last boss.
Silence.
Yeah, I could do what I
Yeah,
want. It's
of
my
course.
channel. Well, it's our channel. Sorry.
of course you can.
I get a bit,
It's your
got a
own
bit-
opinion, and that's
Got a bit aggravated there.
Yeah.
See, that's how much he annoys me.
Yeah, I thought he was going to throw the controller then. I thought he was going to take someone out. But no, yeah, obviously it's down to you and your decision what you want to grade it as. But from what I've seen and played, I haven't played the last boss. I'm pretty glad by the sound of it.
Needs fixing.
And yeah, but the actual bits that I have played, I've quite enjoyed it. And
I want to go back to it, do a bit of adventure mode.
Yeah, I think adventure mode I'd probably like more, if I'm honest. Like personally, knowing that it's all random and like you're not doing the same thing.
Yeah,
again, like,
random dungeons and what have you.
so like I can pick up, play it, doing something different every time.
And they are adding new content in, free new content actually.
Oh,
it's
free,
worth
so
saying,
it's not,
yeah.
It's not worth it. You don't have to pay for it either.
So, final thoughts here.
Let us jump in there. Final thoughts from what I've played and go for it. I'm going to go for a solid 7 out of 10.
Do you know what, right? That's not a bad score considering. I was going to go 8 out of 10, but I'm taking a point off for this punch. So I'm going 7 out of 10 and all.
It's getting 7 because of the boss.
Yeah, and also I will say as well, not just the boss, I will say it can at times, you can get lost a little bit easily, so I will say that as well.
Oh, okay.
It can get a bit confusing on the map at times. And I did get glitched at stone a few times during co-op, whereas it wouldn't let me sit down because it said enemies were near when there was no enemies. So I did encounter a few glitches.
A few little bugs.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll give it 7 out of 10
Yeah,
as well.
so that's
Yeah.
quite a solid score then.
But it's not bad. I mean, it's a great game.
So yeah, for the price, like you said, if you've got it at that sale price, it's worth grabbing, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.
Yep. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do.
And see you later. Catch you in the next one.
Take care.